talking, right?
I was talking.
Or you were.
I was talking. I was saying like I feel like she's still trying to find her mainstream sound. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what does that? What does that mean? You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she need time to just like be in the lab and like working with some like real dope producers and other artists and get training and lessons and just like
Yes, I
being an
agree.
actual Megan sound.
I agree. I feel like she needs to. Honestly, I feel like she needs. Like you've done well. Like you have a song with Beyonce that took off. You then have a song with Cardi that took off. Like both of them took off equally. Like you can sit back, for a little bit and just like I always think of people, even like Frank Ocean. Like people get so mad at him because I do too. I'm like, when it's because it's so good, and but like I appreciate him for
His
taking
time.
his time. Yeah, like yes, we want it, but like take your time. We don't know what he's going through, and so I think
Yeah.
you're right. Like she needs training because the reality is too like she blew up very quickly. I don't even think she expected to blow up the way that she did, and it happened so fast. And again, because you're also dealing with the loss of your mom, you experienced that in the midst of your career. You need to
Hmm.
do trainings, and you also just need to take time to just be. You also just got shot, like, and it just doesn't seem like any time has been, and I can't say what she's doing personally, but it's clearly, if you're on social media every day, you're creating this stuff, you know what I mean? Creating an album doesn't just happen in a week, so you have put time into this. There's no way that she has just spent time really just being, you know what I mean, and honing in on her craft.
Hmm.
Yeah, like figuring out what, like you said, what is your, because the reality is, yes, you have to create mainstream music, you know, you have to.
Hmm.
That's where a lot of your revenue is going to come from.
Definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to do that. But I think you, like you said, figure out what that looks like for you to still stay true to who you are, because you're right. You just don't, she doesn't sound comfortable. Like you can tell
On
that you're
some of
not
the songs,
comfortable.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you can tell that this is like, you need to do this song, but this is not what you want to do. Like you're not being true to you. So I think she like maybe a year to just, ride the wave of the success that you have now, because WAP is going to keep, that song is, I mean, it's going into 2021 and it's still going to be a hit. Like people are about to blow this song up. So you're going to make money off of this. Like she just needs to chill. Just
But
chill.
that's the other thing, though. That's also a song like where, it's another feature. Like she's got really good features, really good songs with other people that are really good.
That's why she needs to hone in on her craft. Because I think that's the thing, she just doesn't know. She doesn't know.
But she has it because she did it in Tina Snow. You feel me?
Right.
She did
But
it
she had
in
her
all her
mom up
underground
her
music.
butt. She had her mom up her ass though. Like I think that changed a lot.
That changed
That
a
changed,
lot. You're right.
you
Yeah, that's
know,
true.
changed a
And I
lot.
also
And that's
think alcohol can play a big, part of things as well. And I feel like a
yeah,
lot of the times when I see her, especially around people, she's drinking.
Megan is a turn up queen, and it's no shade, but for me, when I see things like that and you're constantly doing it, like it becomes a thing. Now people are like, oh, drive the boat, drive the boat. Yep, drive the boat. I'm driving the boat. Like to me, it shows that something is wrong. Because if it wasn't, then you like it, life is not a constant party. Like at some point it has to be serious. Like you are an artist, like creating something, you're like, this is your business, like this is your brand, and you're, I mean, yeah, like there's no way that you're able to put your full like self into it the way that you need to if you're constantly drinking and out at the club turning up. Again, Beyonce
Yeah.
made box. We was all freaking surfboard. Everybody was like, I'm gonna surfboard. We was all on the surf, like we was all on it. But I bet you Beyonce wasn't in the club on the surfboard. She was at
all on his mouth like liquor. You know what I mean?
huh?
She got just party.
Wait, what you saying?
And I was saying, y'all say all on his mouth like liquor. I was saying, you know, she gonna have a drink, she gonna turn up, she gonna have a good time or whatever, you know, and every now and then she might, you know, dance and twerk and all of that stuff, but she not just constantly doing that. That's not every day, that's not all the time. You know what I mean?
We don't see Rihanna in the club all the time. We don't see her, you know, like and Rihanna likes to have a good time, but you don't see her in the club.
She got wapale. Wap.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's also had time to work on her and work on her craft.
And she also took time to heal. It was a long time where she wasn't creating music, and she hasn't. She's very, you know, intentional about what she's putting out and when she's like what she's creating. I love that she's like, this is what I'm passionate about right now, and I'm gonna focus on this, and I still love this. But if it's not, I'm not just gonna put anything out. You know, like I'm gonna take time. So Megan, she needs to take that time. You cannot think that life can happen to you and you just, you know, and I think I'm passionate. Like I'm a case manager. I work with people who deal with all types of craziness. And what I always tell them, like, you have all these goals and these dreams, and that's amazing, you know, and it's possible, but you got to deal with you first and make sure that you're in the right mind frame to deal with all of this. This is big. You're in the music industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're dealing with people who you just, So you have to mentally be prepared for that. You need to be in a good space, and she's not there.
And you know what? I also think, you know, what happens with, you know, being in the music industry is that you start getting told like, oh, we gotta move. You got a rise going there. You know, this last song was very successful. Let's use that as momentum to get the next thing out and get the next thing and get the next thing. And let's keep going and let's do this and let's do that. But it's like, they're thinking of you as like a price or, you know, something to market, and not you as the person that needs to heal from something very traumatic. You know what I mean? And so I think that, like you said, she does need to take space and take time to heal and to, you know, be maybe to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like to, you know, maybe get therapy. Like, and a lot of Black people would be like, no. But like the thing in reality is that, you know, therapy actually helps, and you got to get that stuff out. You feel me? Anything bad, anything toxic, anything, like, it's better out than inside of you. You feel me? So what's up, Black Love?
Yes, like, I'm with you all the way, and it's our community. And I'm sure, I wonder if that's even something that she's thought about, but I'm like, we slick need therapy more than anybody. Like, not to say it like that, but look at what we're experiencing, PTSD on a daily basis. We're seeing ourselves get killed and gunned down, and just for nothing, just because. So you really need therapy. You really need to talk about it. And you're right. Like, you allow that stuff to fester and it just grows and it overtakes you. It's like Kanye. You know what I mean? He went through that trauma. He lost his mom and he lost his mind, and he didn't get the help that he needed to get. And then you got caught up with this toxic, and listen, I'm not a fan of the Kardashians. I do not like them. I don't like what they represent. I think it's some real demonic stuff going on. That's just, it's my opinion. And he just got wrapped up with the wrong people. But the point is, like, you got to deal with your stuff. And if you think that you can just run from it and avoid and, create things to just, run from this, that you can't. It's always there. And again, it festers and it grows. And that's what I think Megan is just overwhelmed. Like you said, you got people up your back telling you, like, you created this to make, like, okay, you did this, it's time. Like, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next?
Right.
You need to just be. You need to just be. You need to just say, you know what? I got to step back. Because if you lose your mind, then that's it. You're not able.
And
They're not able to do anything.
and maybe this is her like right now on an act out. You know what I mean? On a in a place where it's like maybe she doesn't know how to slow down and just like exist and just be and just breathe. And maybe she said that like, oh, I had to take some time to blah 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 blah. But like I don't like personally, I don't think that she's taken enough time. A year ago, a family member that was very, very close to you, as close, passed away. It's only been a year. You know what I mean? Like you haven't taken the time you needed. You know what I mean? Like you haven't. And something traumatic happens to you. No, you still haven't taken the time you needed. You know what I mean?
You got shot and publicly. This is a humiliation. Like you're getting bullied by people. Like what are you can't, yeah. And I think that you're right. She doesn't know that, like she doesn't, I don't think that she knows how to do it, and that's why someone needs to step in and help her. Like, and
Yeah.
that's the problem, though. She doesn't have anyone around her to just say, to really get in her ass and say like, you got to sit down. Like,
Right, exactly.
and someone that she respects, because I don't think it can just be anybody. Like honestly,
Read
Queen,
Black Love's comment.
would you say the people who you surround yourself with is a problem, or is it you allowing yourself to be surrounded around? It's both, because accountability, like I feel like you take accountability, and I mean we choose who we're around.
Mm-hmm.
Like we make choice on everything. Like we have free will, so you decide who you're around. But does it also show a reflection of who you are? Yeah. Like I feel like we used to, like, I know me, I used to always be like, that's not true. Birds of a feather don't flock together. I'm different. But the truth is, even if I didn't see it, it was something within me that was similar or attracted to the craziness, whatever. So you have to at least take accountability in that. It's something within you that connects y'all to be friends or whatever. So yeah, I think it's on both ends.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a whole other topic. Like I could talk about that for a while. Like just friends that I've had in the past that I had to cut off, or we just had to just cut ties. What's up, live, love, laugh. How are you? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Yeah, like that's a whole nother topic. Like before we even go there, I wanted to say like to the fact that,